Alright, what's up everybody? How you guys doing? We got a very hype quarterfinals match. Street handles on the Raijin, which is a very controversial pick these days in this particular tournament, given that there's some discussion over, whether Raijin should be S+ or not. I'm in the boat that believes that Raijin wins this matchup because and this is superior, of course. The first seed, King of the Hill, superior one, really all around extremely solid player. He's been doing a great job in the tournaments, each time looking better and better, really. And yeah, has quite a few under his belt at this point. First place wins. But yeah, in this matchup particularly, I think that Herc is one of the lower tier, one of the lower, one of the worst, one of the lower S tier warriors. So I think that, Raijin beating him here would make a lot of sense, because the warriors in particular have a hard time against mages, especially these, better late game burst mages with good escapes. He's got his ult to push you away, and for CC immunity, he's got his 3, the quick ass jump and flash teleport, I don't know what they call it. So we could see Superior go down here at the hands of the Street Handles early on, but one of the biggest upsets of all time. Or Superior might just, do his thing. But one thing for sure, I think it'll be in the end game that it's most obvious that Raijin wins this matchup. Otherwise, this could be a pretty solid back and forth. Raijin starting out with the Bancrofts here. Doesn't have, much mana under his belt, but he is fine because he can just clear the wave so quickly. He's going to have to go home here, though, because he doesn't have anything left. And this gives opportunity for Superior to just take down the buff. Doesn't even hit level 5, actually. He must have missed a creep somewhere. That's unfortunate for Street. Unless it was the small creeps? I don't think it was, though, because usually you hit 5 there off of that wave either way. I'm almost positive. Maybe I'm losing my mind, and I forget how Duel works. Oh no, the Poseidon change is definitely not a nerf. He is going to be very strong next. It's quite a change. It's a big buff. Dude got mad fast, and now the outer part of his ult hits for a good amount more than it was before, so that's, yeah, pretty big. Yeah, people aren't realizing that you have to combine the outer rim and the inner. I didn't realize at first either, but I knew that they weren't nerfing him because just how they worded it. I don't know where you got that it was a nerf. But anyway, I agree that I did not know that it combines both those numbers for Poseidon's ult. But anyway, that's Poseidon for next match, guys. It's gonna be big. I hope so, because I fucking love Poseidon. I play him, or I try to play him a lot. I haven't been playing him as much lately, because I get frustrated. I can't do it. Oh, the epic boulder. Just to clear wave, we needed that slow-mo. Superior, like I said, is in a good spot right now. Being up a good amount in experience, and a little tiny bit in gold. Little baby gold lead. Hey, how you doing, Savage? I'm good. Ooh, Savage, goddamn it, he got me. Street misses that entire combo there. Spending both abilities. So he's gonna have to back it up, wait for them to come back up, and clear it anyway. Mage privilege, man, mage privilege. But yeah, this early game I think is probably gonna be pretty, pretty stalematey, because we're gonna see Street just play it very conservatively, like he needs to. He doesn't want to get caught out by the Hercules, and wombo comboed into an early death here. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't opt to hit Superior there in the awkward position that he was in. It's always better to just, harass your opponent. It gets them on tilt, too. But he clearly just chose not to. Superior's using the Budget Boys season ticket jump snap. I hate that jump snap. Why would we want to advertise a season ticket in game? I never understood it. Why would we be like, yeah, season ticket, you know? Ooh, this is a big pull from this man. Hercules is not the one doing the pulling this time. Raijin gets a lot of damage off, but it's not enough, and I'm very curious about this decision-making from Street. He just went forward to clear the wave, almost dies for it, but Superior completely throws his boulder the wrong way. Squandering his own kill there. He absolutely had him there. Had he hit that, even through the shell, that boulder would be packing a serious punch without any defense or, you know, additional health online for the Raijin at this point. But at least he still gets the red buff. And he continues his good early build. Had I not known that, I don't know anything about the little inner workings of the numbers in Smite. I just play to beat people up, you know? It's like Hercules. See, that's why I like playing Hercules. That's why I'm not like a Raijin player. The Raijin players, they know the stats. They sit back. Raijin players. They sit back to 30 minutes. No. It's not me. It's me when it has to be, though. I'm in that position. I tried. I end up failing because I don't have patience. But a man that does have patience, or maybe doesn't, Street handles in this position. Unfortunately, loses to blue. That really sucks because he committed super hard to that. Put himself in harm's way. Didn't end up with the buff. But Anquile here picked up by Superior, or Anquile, as I was told by High-Res Ajax via patch notes. It is pronounced. A great item. I keep forgetting about this item. I always forget about new items or items that are changed, and I'm not quick enough to adapt them to my gameplay to show you guys how strong they are. So it's definitely something I gotta do more of. Nice play by Street. I really like this. He's making the tower do all the work, and he is doing so much damage. That was really smart of him to prioritize the tower's damage over his own one, because the tower was doing more to Superior there due to the fact that Superior didn't have physical defense, instead did have a good amount of magical defense under his belt. So kept using the pull instead of, you know, the main damage option. Got more tower shots in and then finished up with a nice 2-1. That is really good for Raijin. Like I said, if the game goes to the late, Street handles can absolutely take this. But that does not in any way mean that Raijin is automatically S+. I think gods that it would really like gods that would really test the viability of Raijin would be, what's his name? Robin. Who else? Robin Osiris. There's like one other warrior I'm missing. Both the Choo Choo guy and you know, Kukulin and Erlong I have in S+, but I'm thinking out of the S tier gods. I don't know how Wukong probably lose. But anyway, the match at hand. Sorry if I ever play it too much by the numbers, you guys. I'm always trying to, you know, think about it. That explosion when he hits him is so cool. It looks like it's part of Raijin's kit, and it's not. It's the Anquile procking, which the Anquile is a strong item because it gives you a good amount of fizz prots and magical prots, as well as a little bit of cooldown reduction, which is just like a bonus, to be honest. It's 10%, and it also has this sick-ass passive that it silences mages, or, you know, silences anybody that does magical damage to you. The problem with it against someone like Raijin is that you're almost never going to get the passive off because he's all about range damage. Did he get that? I can't tell. Because of the freaking turtles. Good Dragon Strike from Superior here, but he won't be able to dive. Did I get kind of quiet all of a sudden? Maybe I turned over here or something? I don't know. As good as let me know. Another big pull from Street handles here, but look at that heal. Oh, he's got to be careful. Ooh, he does get the strike. And no boulder available, though. I completely forgot that he had already used it. Street Handles thanking his lucky stars. Dang. That's rough for Superior. He absolutely needs to find the kill in that kind of scenario, and he just didn't have it. But goes for a Genji's now. He's still got no penetration, and he's fighting into this breastplate, so that's, you know, it's not helping him, unfortunately. I think after the Anchile, or Anquile, he might have been better off going straight into a pen item, because this just kind of stalls things out a bit more for him. But, I mean, we'll see how he plays it. He is still about even in gold, despite losing the first blood. So that's, you know, it's a big achievement. And he's about even in experience as well. That sucks. Alright, so the game kind of broke. Yo, Superior should throw his ult over the wall. That would be really nice if he did that. But he's a fighter. And he said no. The game may have fucked you over, but I'm gonna fuck you over worse, son. Seed, mate. He doesn't care. He's a champion, a warrior. A lot of damage coming out on both sides here. Ooh, that poke is so good. Yeah, so Raijin's almost never going to proc the Anquile in a position that Superior really wants it to, where it actually hits him with that silence. Ooh, nice blink. Didn't even realize he had it. Superior, though, are Street Handles, though. Both start with S. Doesn't even care, man. He doesn't care, because like I said, there's no pen online yet for Superior. Had he gone into a pen option, he probably could have found the kill there. Shell or no shell. Or at least it would have been a very much, you know, a lot more possible. But yeah, Street Handles really doesn't have to care, because like I said, he's got all the mitigations there. He's got the lifesteal from the Bancrofts, and he's got a very safe escape in his 3. I think that's the thing that, you know, people, why people rage against Raijin, rage against the Raijin most, is because his 3 is just such an easy, safe escape. And he has it up so often once he got lower cooldown. Even though that thing starts with a very high cooldown, once you get cooldown reduction in your build, it starts to get overwhelming. Feels like you never have an opening against the guy. Wow. Superior. Actually, finally swinging, as he does have pen. He's done it. Still so hard for him to find these openings, but there's a great driving strike. I love the feeble auto attempts that come out when people are trying to like get out of the Raijin too. He does have ults here, but he's taking some heavy poke. This is a game that like really could go either way. It's gonna open up for somebody. I'm wondering if Superior will go into an auto attack build here or not. Oh, the strike was off, but look at that heal. Damn. Still not gonna be able to find a kill though, unless. Ooh. Wow, the Genji's proc allowed the driving strike to come up more quickly. He advanced on him fully, and he bopped him. Great kill for Superior. This really solidifies his place in this game. You know, he's kind of, you know, meandering around a little bit, trying to find it. Exactly, Street does need that anti-heal, and it's always a toss-up whether to go Obsidian Shard or Divine Ruin against the healer at this point, because you really want to get that pen online when he's got 2 defense items already under his belt. So, you know, he figured Obsidian Shard was the way to go, but I don't know, it really is a toss-up. So many things in Duel come down to a very crucial toss-up. It turns out that the anti-heal, you know, probably could have helped him a little bit more there, because it allowed Superior to dive so much more easily, given his, you know, potent healing with the 3 finish. Given that he's already got Bancrofts, I'd say that he's probably safe going into Divine there. He didn't have Bancrofts, so he had like no damage. Ooh, close one. Street still, you know, hanging in there and playing it so safe while aggressing, you know, cautious aggression. But he is taking a lot here, and he will probably go down. Boulder not coming out, but Superior doesn't need it. I think he got stuck in the wall there a little bit, where you want to throw the boulder, but you're partly in the wall. I feel like I heard that they fixed that, though. I don't remember it happening to me recently. Maybe he was just rethinking it, like, do I need to use boulder? I think this is a real case of just the true, you know, skill of Superior shining through. He is definitely, you know, taming the beast here and coming through. Delivering a home run. Did I just do the Hail Hitler by accident instead of saluting? That was the exact opposite of my intention. I swear to God, I do that all the time. Me and Jen. Every time I do something like that with Jen, she's like, I think that's the Nazi sleep. I always forget. I'm like... Oh my God. It's also extremely funny because I'm like, you know, super anti-Nazi, which I hope you guys are too. Hope it should go without saying that one is anti-Nazi, but you never know these days. Alright, so Street actually does get silenced there, and it's during his one, so that's a really crucial ability. Superior looking for the blink option. I really like this Haste Katana option. Oh, not sure. I guess he thought the 3 was down there. But yeah, this Haste Katana is very, very strong in this situation because it's allowing him to stick to street handles. And that's what he needs more than anything right now. I think he might be a little too bold here, but never mind. The shell, baby. Damn. That was a clutch shell. That was close as hell. How many more rhymes can we get before the end of the bell? So one thing that would help Street here a lot, I think, is Gem of ISO. I think that item pairs so well with the range that Raijin offers, and the fact that it pairs like off of his, you know, his potent 2 slow already. Ooh, cute ult to get out of dodge there. But this should allow Street Hounds to just go and pick up the Bull Demon. I think that should be his immediate option here, but instead he's looking to just aggress. And yeah, it's definitely not the right play. No beads, no shell, no Aegis. He doesn't have beads in the first place, but that's also a problem, by the way. I think that Street Handle's not going beads here and instead going Aegis was a really big misplay. You have to really limit the opportunities that Hercules has to just displace you, you know? It's not just about the damage that comes out. It's about the displacement after something like the 2 or the driving strike. So you really need to be able to just get out of dodge with those beads. And instead opting to just Aegis after you're already, you know, halfway down the lane from his combo doesn't work out quite as well, at least in my opinion. But yeah, so Superior definitely misses an opportunity by not going for that Bull Demon at that point. But he wanted to have a ward at least because, you know, Street does have some steal potential. But that is ult though, less. Yeah, Gem of ISO would be helping a lot against the, oh, I think he should actually put, yeah, he was pulling him towards him for the same trick that he killed him with initially, and then quickly realized he needed to push him the hell away. Because now this is Hercules with a lot of auto attack speed on him. Oh shit, he's coming. Yeah, and he will just run at you like a madman with a machete. or not Beat, sorry, Crusher actually offers more attack speed now than it did before too. I think they bumped it from 15 to 20, or was it 10 to 20? I can't remember. But it's definitely more now, a little bit more of a viable option. I think it was 15 to 20, because I remember if it was 10 to 20, it'd be a little bit more major. Ooh, and still so close. Grand Slam, but going to be off the mark due to the awkward positioning against the wall there. Yeah, what an intense game. At least, you know, sometimes these matches can go so long when it's this kind of a matchup, and it just be all camping. At least I'm glad that Street is really fighting into this. It's a real slobber knocker, man. Love that word. Oh, no, but he misses. Unfortunately, these driving strikes. Wow, okay. All right, he's got to use the 3 to get him away. He's trying, but it doesn't matter. Too strong. Wow, I was gonna say, you know, a lot of these blinks have been off the mark for Superior, and in another scenario that would not be okay, you know. Street's got to make better usage of his just of his tools to escape there, and he got himself into a rough spot. Almost found it. I think, like I said, the Gem of Iso could be really good, but the problem is, you know, he's already got a Bancroft. He needs the Obsidian, he needs the Divine. Personally, what I would do is go Gem of Iso here instead of the Rod, and then go Rod instead of Bancrofts. But that's just me. I don't know if it's the best build, but against Herc, with this kind of auto attack build, keeping him at arm's length is really important. You know, because he's swinging away and just hoping to get that initial hit on you and follow it up with that Fatalis effect. And if you limit his mobility during it, that's a big deal. But, you know, it's still not over. Street is playing up a little bit too much, though, in a lot of these positions. Like I said, while it could be more boring, it would be the more effective strategy for him to camp even harder than he is. He's given Superior too many opportunities to find these kills at this point. That Bold Demon one, I think, is, you know, it's the classic, you know, do I go or don't I? You end up going and you die, and you lose to Phoenix anyway. It sucks. So it's better to just judge the situation. You know, what do you have? At least if you're going to peek over there to do it a little more safely. But he forgot, again, about the blink. So he tried to stay at, you know, good range away. Wow, with that Rod done, though, he's doing some damage. He's got to not tempt himself to go all in here yet, though, because, you know, he doesn't have it just yet. Oh, my God. There's a blink available. Wow. And that's going to be GG right there. We watched it happen right there. Street handles so close. He was just outside of the range with that ult, I think, and then was a little bit too far to the side when he finally did get in range. Superior skirted around the ult, gets the blink, finishes it up. That was a really good game. GG.